Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we're VOD reviewing a Plat 2 player on Reyna on Ascent. I am doing this on stream. But if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, comment some, join the Discord, and follow my Twitch. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, pushing A. You guys feel free to ask questions, by the way, about anything you don't, any questions you have. You've seen this? What do you mean? The intro? I mean, they didn't do anything wrong this round. He just missed the one shot. He literally took one shot and got one tap. You've watched this one?
Oh my god, my bad.
For fun? That's funny. Yeah, but he really didn't do anything wrong. He just like missed the one shot he took. One thing I'm gonna comment is, personally, when I go Reyna, I get a ghost too, but I go for a flash. Just because I think the flash is more important than one more heal or dismiss on pistol round. But you know, that's just preference. It doesn't really matter. You know, I can't say anything about his loadout. His jet should dash to button. To close button or just to dash? You mean like to be able to peek their jet? At least their KO got a kill. To close it? That's fair. I'm gonna make this a little bit louder. Yeah, it would be, but I think the jet, the enemy jet at generator would be able to just like, you know, kill her maybe. But I think amidst the chaos, it would be a good idea maybe. Okay, classic, full save. I'm assuming, pushing onto B.
Close to Plat.
That Viper wall is terrible. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, like put the wall up so like they can jump through it and peek and they won't get killed long. But he just got one tap through it. I personally think it's best to not have it. And then so they can just like all push and peek at the same time and not have that wall there, because the T's are trying to rush the CTs. Was that Mario? No, the T's are trying to push the CTs, and that wall being there, see the T's here, they have to come through the wall, and they're gonna have that split second of their whole screen being green, and they're not gonna know where anybody is on the other side, and all the CTs have to do there is just sit and wait. If this was the T side, or if this was a CT side and the enemies were the T's, that wall would be good because they would have to come through. But since these are the T's and they're the ones who have to aggro and push through B main, then it's not a good wall. It's not for what they're trying to accomplish here, which is being on a full save and trying to just rush with classics and shorties. But I mean, he just got unlucky, but and they got mollied. But on a full save, you shouldn't really expect to do anything. You should try to get like 1 or 2 kills as like a goal on an eco. On a full save. Oh, this is strong. People are saying these are good chips. Lime and jalapeno, Anthony Davis chips. Saw that Safeway and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get them.
Reyna mid. Fair mid. me spike.
Spike dropped. I have the spike. I got the spike.
Huh?
Purple.
They're alright.
Last player.
I'm personally not a fan of lime or jalapeno chips. But for a lime and jalapeno chip, these are pretty good. Like, they're like, I can enjoy them. As opposed to most other ones I don't. Yeah, I think he is too. Neither team has one though. So it's kind of fine.
No one close. Again, oh, we don't know.
I can blind, wait. Blind.
Nice.
Oh, let's go.
They got slowed in a molly. They're so unlucky.
City.
Last player standing. Spike down. B.
Ascent is a very, if the CTs have good utility usage, they're gonna win the round kind of map.
But that's a bad swing.
Because on both sites, I think I think Ascent might be one of the only maps in the game where both sites have only one attack spot from. Because on Bind, A has showers and a short, and B has hookah and long. Haven, A short, A long, B mid, C garage, C long. This, like, it only from B main and from A main, it only has one each. And so if you want to beat that when they're really good with their utility and they stop you there and you can't get out of this choke point where the barrier is, you go up mid. That's like the one way to beat when they're completely killing you and stopping every push you have and you can't do anything against their utility, because it's a CT-sided map because there's only one choke point on each site coming from T-spawn. You just go up mid because then you can go everywhere. You can go market, you can go through CT, cat, Shri, do everything. Yeah, mid control is really important. It also, this map looks like mid on here looks like Mirage mid. This is top mid. Come through. This is cat. This is window, ladder room. I don't know. Jungle, CT. Kind of is pretty similar, and that's why it's so important, just like Mirage mid is.
I have ult.
Oh, this is such a good Deagle skin.
Buy
This is
ult.
my favorite Deagle skin.
Save.
Okay.
If you don't play duels, you go mid every round. Your teammates are too dumb to do that. Yeah. Some people just go to the site. I think people this is their first shooter, first competitive FPS shooter, 5v5. They just think the site is where you go because that's where the letter on the map is. But mid is like so important because once you have mid control, you can go behind them, you can go from the side of them, you can go from on top of them, you can go from below them, you can come from anywhere. But if the CTs have mid control or no one has mid control, then you can only attack them from B main and A main, which is really a bad way to attack. This is Viper wall. This is Viper. I'm 18. I turned 18 in August. This Viper wall is terrible. This Viper wall is straight up terrible. Whoever this Viper is needs to stop playing Viper. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, pretty close. But these walls, first of all, The wall itself, this wall right here, it's already pretty bad. But the fact that she puts it down and puts it up after the Sage dies and she basically gets the Killjoy killed, or the KO killed, that makes it so much worse. If it was already up at the beginning of the round and the Jet couldn't shoot through it, that's okay. That's just a annoying wall, whatever. Get the ult orb safely because of it. But when she puts it up after the Sage dies and you can't trade, that's like, and then she puts it up as the KO dies and you can't trade after that too. That's like asking to like have like a disadvantage. She's lucky the KO ulted.
Left side. Blind heaven.
Okay.
I'm blind.
I don't know about this plant spot.
Okay.
This plant, because the door is broken, it's not the best because nobody's watching door. If you really want the plant, should have gone either deep into this corner right here, or just like in between, like where Jen is.
Blind.
Should have planted right here to make sure you get the plant. You're only 14? No worries, bro.
Okay.
When I was 14, I was playing CSGO.
Player standing.
Bam, bam. Unlucky. I mean, I think they were gonna lose that round. Whatever she did. Can you hear me chewing, by the way? Can you hear me chewing? Kinda. Fuck. I hate like any sound that's not a streamer's voice. I'll eat like this. I'm gonna stop eating these. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Oh, I gotta put this away. We're back. How's it going, Weebina? People are toxic with your voice. You sound like a bitch. No, you don't. Come on, man. Your voice sounds fine. Just remember, when they make fun of your voice, they have no life. So that's it. All right. He was late to somewhere. It's not good to start a round late to somewhere. 138 in the round. Although this is the one map that it's okay to be late somewhere too, because you have to run all the way through T-spawn at the beginning of the round, so it's not really that bad. But on any other map, it's not okay to be late anywhere. Yeah, I'll just mute them if I were you, Dark Game.
A1 garden.
Um,
A1 garden.
here, he peeks like he's like far back in tiles, right? And I would stay, you know, only peeked as much as you need to here, because if you peek out
A1
like
garden.
this too much, they're gonna peek out. They're gonna be close to the wall, and they're gonna get a good shot off on you. What server is this? Singapore, yeah. Yeah, Singapore 1, I think. They're gonna get a good shot off on you. If they miss, they're gonna go back to cover. If they miss, or they'll either like kill you, or if they miss, they'll fire a few more shots and you're not anywhere near cover. So you're not gonna be able to get back. And the second mistake is he walks forward here. He walks forward. And I know he might be walking forward because he either wants to get to this corner, or if he wants to peek through mid or something, or if he just wants to go out these doors, you just want to go to mid. Do that when you're not peeked from cat, because holding W is the like biggest mistake you can make if you're getting into a gunfight. And he is obviously in prime territory to get into a gunfight because he is peeking a very common angle that is cat. So you should hold A for half a second, get behind this wall, and walk up. Yeah, he could have waited. He could have double peeked with Jet. He could have walked to the left, pressed C, threw a flash out here, and then peeked it, and then peeked mid. Like you shouldn't advance and be ready to have a fight at the same time.
120 on Jet. She's right at stuck. She went back.
Does that make sense? Like, if he wants to push forward, he should not be in the open. That's basically what I'm saying. He should keep walking forward like this. He should only press W, walk forward when he gets to here, press D, peek, or throw a flash and then peek, or do something, or tell Jet, hey Jet, can you smoke cat so I can peek bottom mid. Just don't dry peek a long angle, especially when they're losing 4-0 right now.
A1 garden.
His team is not coordinated. You're right.
120
But
on Jet.
we can only improve him. We can only improve our guy's gameplay, and not his team.
Nice.
That was a good spray chance for a Jet.
Siege man.
Premature reload though. I mean Sage, not Jet.
Nice.
Premature reload. Shouldn't reload that close.
Nice. Siege man.
Be a leader, or else it's done. Yeah. If your team's not common, you have to be a leader yourself. Because if you want to win, you're gonna need a comm. My hair messed up. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to win, like you gotta take the reins and take control of the team,
On the wall.
or else you're basically as bad as your team.
Spike down mid.
One mid. Bring me. He pushed me.
If you do that every game, they might not be yelling at you because of your voice. They might be yelling at you because they don't like being told what to do. Because people are annoying and people are. I don't know. People are weird. They just don't like being told what to do, even though if it's right in a game. I don't know. People just don't want to win, I guess.
The Sage is mid.
You suggest? Yeah. Always suggest. Don't tell, because if you tell them, they feel like you're rude. But if you suggest, then it's like it's better.
Down.
That was a cool.
You saw.
You saw him? Oh man.
Why did you run out in the open like that? Never pull out util in the open, right?
You saw.
You saw him?
Pull out util only if
My bad.
you can go to cover if they peek you. Here, first of all, he jumped the wrong way. Second of all, he pulled out his, I don't even know what that is. I don't play KO. I don't even have him. He pulled out his grenade, molly, whatever. This is Plat. This guy's Plat. He pulled it out in the middle of, like, between pizza and market. And he was just like super exposed in a 1v1 when he saw the guy. I don't know if he saw him or not. It was on his screen. I don't know if the guy playing actually saw him. But just don't pull out util in the open, especially in a 1v1 clutch, because that's when your teammates are going to yell at you. You're better than him at aiming? Hey, he could be having a bad day. You never know.
You guys are gonna rush B.
Don't assume anything. If I saw LeBron have one bad game, I'm not better than him.
From this.
I can blind.
Yeah. Alright.
He should either... Actually, I'm gonna let the round play first.
Get inside.
That was a good play. That was a good play.
One side. Oh no. Go away.
Go away. Jet CT.
Both of them.
Ooh, unlucky. Got head dinged.
Double there.
But here at the beginning of the round, you should either flash like right now, flash right away and get info on whether or not they're pushing or not. Because when you all walk up like this, the Reyna can walk up like she did. So you should either flash right now. You know, he could go to around where the Viper is and flash there. And also have your gun out. Like he flashes. He pulls out his flash when he should be peeking with his gun out. Like he has his gun out. He literally is equipping his gun as he's peeking, as his whole team is peeking. He's got 3 of his teammates right here peeking. And he pulls out his gun literally at the end of the gun pull out animation. I go 1 frame forward, and he's getting his flash out. Like, why would you flash? Why would you peek as you're flashing? Why would you flash as you're peeking? Either flash and stay behind and don't block your team like he did, or flash and push in good rhythm. Flash at the beginning of the round, pull your gun out, have it equipped just as you're peeking the corner. He does it like in the wrong steps. He does everything in the wrong way around here. He blocks his teammate. I think he blocked his jet. Flash right now, pull your gun out, bang, and he blocked his jet. I mean, he made up for it though. Good flash, very aggressive. That's good. If you're Reyna, you should be aggressive. But because of how much I suck at entering, I always I ask my team. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, don't worry about it. If I'm If I'm Reyna and I ult, because of how bad I am at entering, I'm gonna ask my teammate to go before me, because I'm not being selfish or anything, but as an ulted Reyna, what I can do is at a base level more than what any other agent can do. Because I shoot faster, I get healed automatically off a kill, and I can grab the orb and go invisible. So I am ultimately more important than my teammate is when I'm ulted. So I'm going to ask them, hey, can you go before me? I'm not good at entering. Can you go before me? I'm going to Reyna ult. I'll trade you, and I can get us into sight. And if they say no, okay, whatever. I'm just going to entry, probably die, and then we'll lose a round. If they say sure, there's a good chance we'll win the round because they listened to me and they're a team player, and I was real with them and I said I suck at entering. I'm going to go first. Or I'm going to go second, sorry. Also, one of the best offensive ult combos in the game is a Phoenix ult followed by a Reyna ult. Phoenix ult gets all the information, Reyna ult gets the kills and advances onto site. Also here, I don't know, I think you might have to hug it completely. I don't think she's hugging it completely. Now she is. But I think if you're not hugging it completely, they might be able to see your head from market. I always crouch when I'm walking here just to be extra safe. But this is a good play. It's sneaky. The Viper wall helps her out a lot. And the Brim Smoke CT. If there was no Brim Smoke CT here, I would not recommend doing this, but... Oh, there's no Brim Smoke. Okay, well... I guess I'm an idiot, but the Viper wall basically allowed her to do this.
One side. Oh no. Go away.
Go away, go away. Jet CT.
Both of them.
Sky careful.
Jet on Haven.
They're both there. Both there.
Yeah.
Viper yellow.
I like playing Jet on Haven. Why is this loading? Why is this lagging? Dodge. Why is this loading? I'm gonna reload this. 837. 837.
Go away, go away. Jet CT.
Can we let it load a bit? Can you load a bit, please? Rain on bind. Hey, take some of these tips.
Both of them.
Why is this not gonna load?
Sky, they're both there. Both there. Viper yellow.
Okay. There we go, it's loading. It's a good Viper ult. We're gonna skip this. Oh, they lost? Rip. Let me eat some bars.
Let's go B. I have 4.
Got some bars. Peanut butter time. What are they saying in chat? Their Sky's dogging A every round. I got 2 on B, they're picking B main. I think we should not have rotated. I agree with Reaper SK. God, you're the guy we're spectating. I agree with him. I don't think they should have rotated. If he only killed like 1 or 2 of them and they were all there, then you might rotate. But he was already on site and he killed 3 of them, or killed 2 of them, and somebody else killed 1. So I think they should have stayed.
Spike.
These guys were stuck in B main. They couldn't push. Wait, don't make noise, don't make noise. Don't knife, don't do anything. This is
Okay.
local.
Get an ult.
Viper, base mode.
Sorry. Okay, hey, push. A dog.
Go. Room side, look.
Spike down.
Yeah, market.
You rotate? We have time. We have time to rotate.
CT. Jet CT.
You can wait for me. You can also wait.
Wait, just wait. What has there's 3 market.
Good
three
peek.
market. Oh,
Dash, almost dash.
One enemy remaining.
Oh.
last guy.
Last player standing.
No way she whiffed that. Okay. What's up, Jack? How's it going? So the way they...
Don't make noise.
Yeah. I know I'm dashing. I'm stunning.
Don't knife.
So the way they
Okay.
cleared this really good, the Jet and the Reyna. They cleared it in increments. They didn't
Get an
push
ult.
past anything. They didn't
Viper,
make much noise. They see how they're peeking, like they're like jiggling it, kind of. They're peeking every corner. They're peeking every angle you can peek. That's how you should do it if you're doing it slowly like this.
Go.
And then they burst out.
Room side, look.
They did it very well. You be quiet. You check everything you can. And then you fucking go. So they check everything, quiet, whatever.
Push.
And then Jet smokes and they go bang and they fly out. Flash, everything, and then all your utility goes. You be quiet for a little bit if you don't see anybody. Once you're seen or whatever, they see you or whatever, or you've cleared everything, then you burst out, use all utility at once, and you surprise them, and you push, and you make it as hard for the enemy as possible.
Yeah, mark it.
Do you rotate? You have time? Yeah,
It's
that's good.
fine.
How they lost this round, I don't know.
CT. Jet CT.
You can wait,
But-
you can ask, wait.
Wait, just wait. Why pass?
That was a good peek though. She waited till she stopped shooting her burst to peek
Wait.
right after that.
Just wait.
Burst, bam, peek right away. Because when they burst, after they're done bursting, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna push now because they're hiding again, and then you peek out and kill them right away.
Three market.
I mean, there's nothing you can do against it really. It's kind of like a who got it right this time. It's a scenario by scenario thing.
Oh.
Dash, almost dash.
One enemy remaining.
Yo, East Crab, I'm gonna ban you, bro.
Standing.
This guy threw it, honestly. You can hear the pain in his voice. What do you say, Joseph? I'm gonna hurt you, Joseph, if you keep saying that. Who's Jojo? Who's Juju? Come on. You don't feel safe in your own walls? That's because I'm in them, dude. Look behind you. You'll time me out? In what? Time these nuts, bro. Hashtag swag. Fortnite? Well, I cranked 90s more than you, so I'm balling. Alright. Down 7-0, got a deagle. It's a
Yeah.
half buy round.
Yeah.
Bro, came in. Two net.
Spike down mid.
Sage needs to res somebody
Okay,
to win the
that's
round.
well
Sage has to wall, get out and res, or wall and res.
done. You can rest.
You can try.
No, don't res. Okay. They lost a round now, they lost a round.
Perfect. Nice.
That is so lucky because he did it so wrong.
He was big.
There's a
He needs to
gun there.
wall res and go somewhere else. He's lucky that worked out.
This won't be.
Let's go.
Ooh, look at that second best Vandal skin in the game.
Smoke me perfect.
10 to Hugh.
No, he has a range.
Careful. You can double pick.
Someone go in me.
Okay.
Got it,
Sage, can you go in me?
The Shade doesn't seem very smart. No offense to her, whoever's playing her. Or is having a bad game, let's say that.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Go. Nice doggy. Yeah, flash. Yeah, flash.
So this is the same Viper wall she did on like round 1. And you see, look at the timing how she puts it up.
Yeah, flash.
She puts it up as the Viper or as the Jet peaks. So if there was someone holding it from here, bam, Jet's dead, and now you can't trade. So you either need to put the wall up. I don't know if that's like a timing thing with like she pressed it right as the round started, or it's she decided to put it up late. But either put it up right away or don't put it up until all your teammates are past, or until a majority of your team is past the wall and is towards A site now. because she puts it up. Same thing happened on round 1 where they lost. There was a jet holding it with a ghost. There's a jet holding here with a ghost. And she killed 2 of them. Or no, it's not round 1. It was like some round, I don't know. Like round 4 or something. But she killed 2 of them as the wall went up so they couldn't trade. And it made them lose the round. And so you just have to think about, you know, what you're doing as like what your wall, how your wall changes around. It doesn't only separate, it doesn't only block off tree and the door. It also blocks off your teammates from getting a trade.
Yeah, flash.
And now see now these guys are a little bit hesitant to walk through that wall. I mean, there's obviously no danger right now because the jet's fine, but there's still something about the wall. Like if somebody peeked right now, killed the jet as she's looking the other way, they wouldn't be able to trade.
I'm blind.
And the Sage runs on first. And look, and why is the Viper here now? What's the Viper doing here? What's the Viper doing there? Viper puts a terrible wall and then lurks B super late through mid where nobody is. First of all, Reyna should go first. Flash.
I'm blind.
Okay, she does flash. That's good. KO flashes too. Reyna uses both her flashes. That's good. Sage entries for some reason. She goes. She closes the door. I think. Nobody shoots the flash. Only Reyna does. I mean, they just did a good defense. They flashed. Nobody was watching sight. Oh, the jet messed up the Sage with that wall. Ooh, that's a good flash. Or good fucking. I don't know. I lost my words. Just how good that was. Okay, at least the Viper made up for it. That was a miracle of a round. That was an absolute miracle of a round. They should not have won that. The Jet and the Viper, I think both got 3 kills. I carried the hell out of that round. But yeah, I mean, it was a very good round on Jet, and that was a good round on Jet's part, not so much on Viper's. Viper just hit her shots. Viper played terribly, but her aim made up for it.
Viper, come.
So they're gonna push again.
Yeah, I can blind. Wait.
No need.
How the hell did you get 64 kills? What the hell? Sorry, somebody sent me something on Discord.
No need, no need.
She's gonna watch.
Just bait the molly.
By the way, whenever you hear "get out of my way"
Wait.
No need, no need.
from Jet and you're in B main, just look up here, please. Look up here. Be ready to shoot. Cause none of them were looking up there.
Yeah, I can blind.
None of them were looking there.
No need, no need, no need.
Look, none of these guys are looking here. None of these guys are looking. You guys can't see, but they're not looking at the window. She's not looking at the window. She could updrive right now and go pop, 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 and get 3 kills right now.
Just bait the molly. I can blind. 1, 2, 3, go. One side.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Log.
Carefully, man.
Go away now. Bro, smoke from there, we can't see him in. Now you put your smoke up, we can't see him.
Yeah, I know.
I can blind.
Yeah, flash.
Blind.
Smoke from there, we can't see him in. Now you put your smoke up, we can't see him.
Yeah, I know.
I can blind.
Yeah, flash.
Blind.
Heaven,
Double, careful.
Go circle first.
Gen. 80 on Gen.
Go B, can you go B?
No, no,
Can you go?
garden, bro. We can't go B. We're committed.
Hey, don't overpick, guys.
We're committed, bro.
They know me here.
One minute.
Pick, go B.
Careful. I'm blind.
A lot of these A side takes are kind of just very chaotic.
Double, careful.
You know what I mean?
Circle first.
Like there's just a lot going on, and none of the CTs or none of the attackers are getting kills. I think his Viper wall is not very good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think there needs to be more utility thrown at site, because right now they're taking site by pushing into it without any flashes or whatever. Like they use flashes when they come out of A main, but they don't use flashes when they're actually getting onto the site, the spot where you plant. When they get onto this radius right here, this area that has the yellow part of site, they don't actually use any utility. They only use it when they're leaving A main.
Go circle first.
Gen.
I mean, a lot of this was just like an aim mishap, sort of like they're just not doing good with their aim.
Garden, bro. We can't go B. We're committed.
Someone takes back. Give me all
I can blind here.
Nice.
Let's go.
Look up here,
Ooh.
Molly, I cannot cross Molly. Coming.
Knock it, dead.
I don't think anybody cleared backside.
Blind.
One CT.
I can blind CT. Blind CT.
Oh, that's the perfect opportunity to break in and run through because she's reloading.
Yeah, sorry.
Mark it, bro.
One enemy remaining.
That's not marked.
They actually,
I can blind here.
this is a pretty good push because, okay, they got molly, whatever, they run past it. They get this frag and they absolutely go. They don't stop, they keep going, and they take out the broom who's trying to smoke. Very good job. They know how to take, at least the Reyna and the Jet. The Reyna we're spectating, and the Jet on his team. They both know how to aggro off of a pick, and they both know how to take advantage of, you know, a pick they got and somebody's mistakes. They both know how to take advantage of that. Said, okay, we got a frag. We just saw the brim molly us, so we know he's close. Viper's putting up a wall. It's gonna
Let's go.
block us from market. We're gonna go. We're both gonna ult. Bam. Kill the brim, was trying to smoke and buy time. And now you have the site for free. Nobody checked back site though, but two people dead on the B site. It's fair to not check it when you're pushing like that.
One CT.
You just have to be aware that you might get,
Blind.
you know, somebody might be sitting there.
Wiper, hello. Plum.
Yeah, sorry.
Mark it, bro.
Tell me if they come.
Siege of OMG. Yeah,
Yeah,
two. No steps. Just wall it. Just wall it.
and then they can go anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, wait.
nothing new.
I'm gonna be honest, this isn't a very good way. We're losing now. We were losing now, we're winning. Sorry. Hey, don't worry about it, bro.
Two.
This is not a very good way to hold mid on piss around. Like, you're not watching anything. You're literally not watching anything. Maybe if you've lost this part of map control, not all of mid, but you've lost the mid with the fountain and the stairs part, maybe this is good. But you know, when it's started around and they can't you know, they don't have control of that. Yeah, you should be up here.
Just one.
You should be up here or market, especially on pistol around the ghost. You know, you have a good advantage
go
mid
anywhere.
because you have a good weapon.
Yeah.
Go mid.
Nothing mid. Oh, is that walking up mid? 3, 3, 4, 4.
It's already 10:30.
That's
Goddamn.
3 cat, 3 cat.
Yeah, they're up, cat.
They're up, rather. They're on it. Nice. One gen.
That was a good play. That was a good
Double
play.
gen. Double gen.
They're mullet.
Spike
Push up.
planted. One enemy
No,
remaining.
no, 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 no.
Minus 50. Minus 50.
Nice.
One gen.
I would recommend
That's a gen.
counter strafing as you shoot with the ghost because crouching like it
Enemy
it doesn't have too much of a penalty for counter strafing and that little bit of moving that you might do when you're shooting. The ghost doesn't have too big of a penalty for that. So I'd recommend counter strafing as well. It's I think there's like classes for how heavy a weapon is, and I think it's in the lightest class if I had to guess. It makes sense that it is. It's a pistol. So it's good to counter strafe because you're hard to hit,
Can I get those?
and like it
Hey, this
doesn't
one got
punish
gold.
you that much.
We are losing.
I'm buying Marshall. I'm gonna op.
One A.
Oh, a lot. They forced.
One A.
I tagged one. Yeah, that's okay. Nice.
One on the left.
Oh, my bad.
K, B, K.
I'm gonna be honest. I would be holding W here.
Oh my god.
K, yo. That's me.
I really like the aggression.
Um,
You have to punish him. You can't let him.
they forced.
You know,
Come back.
when you're beating him down, beat him down hard. You can't let him breathe.
Be clear.
It's A. Main A.
They're unequal. Don't need a push.
K mid. Someone K mid.
No.
I'm pushing.
Spawn clear. There's spawn.
Reyna mid.
The mix out.
Buffer.
Just K mid. I'm flanking. I have good flank.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's A.
They're running away,
Come
they're running away.
back.
Oh my god.
What?
Chill.
Stay side.
They're going B.
I was not paying attention this whole round.
Reyna mid.
The mix out.
Buffer.
Just K mid. I'm flanking. I have good flank. Okay.
Yeah.
It's A.
They're running away, they're
Come
running away.
back.
I mean, he's holding mid with a Spectre. It's like, man. Just clutch the 1v4? Hell yeah, bro.
Chill.
Stay side.
They're going B. No, don't flash.
Hold position.
Going mid.
Oh, he's
Back,
dead.
back.
Attacker
What?
They're all
No one washing.
One tiles.
Middling. Bro.
This KO uses his utility too much.
Side sage high.
I don't think he needs to peek that because he has a Spectre. He doesn't need to peek long like this.
Chill.
They said they're going B, right? They said don't flash. They're coming B from T spawn. I would stand right here. I would sit right here, have my Spectre out, and be ready to shoot. Because this is a long angle.
No, don't.
Look, he walks up like this. He's in the open, no cover. He can't go back anywhere. It's not very good.
Going mid.
Damn, all he can do is grab this, and then they come from mid as well.
No one washing mid.
One tiles.
Middling, bro.
And the KO uses his utility too much.
How do you come?
Side sage high.
I don't know.
Players
What are you
standing.
doing?
How did he go mid lane?
I don't.
I thought you
They're
were
planting.
watching mid.
Oh.
Spike planted.
No, it's not fine. The fuck? I kill one and I low one, man. Why someone push mid and die? What the hell?
Why you push the base and die?
Oh, I kill one and I hit one low.
It's fine. We around.
This is how when we win.
Okay, yeah.
The rounds are like.
Alright, Vandal, once again, he's very far back mid. Like, this is not that good of an angle to hold at the beginning of the round. You see their Jets holding a very forward angle. I mean, it's not forward at all. It's literally just a normal angle from cat to tiles or mid link, whatever you want to call it, B link. He should be, the very least, he should be a market holding top mid. Because this cat sees this guy mid. This guy said he's going to watch mid or something. He's going to trust that there's no one walking up cat. But all he's watching basically the same thing he's watching, but if they were to walk out, which is not good at all. Like, he's watching the same angle. So it would be market at least. Most likely, I'd recommend him to be here. Just because I mean, it depends how he feels with the Vandal and long range fights, but for the most part, just be watching. Sorry, that's not it. Be watching top mid. You know.
Careful, A.
Careful top mid.
Wait, one aim collecting all.
Careful, A shot.
Wait, I'm gonna pick that one.
Nice.
One was A.
Just hold side. I say.
I'm gonna pick A.
It's making mid.
Care B.
Cat wall.
I'm watching A. Okay, you can.
Cat up.
Okay. Okay, garden.
Where is that kill?
Vapor, can you play side? Play on B side. You can solo plant. They don't have time.
30 seconds left.
It's B.
You know what I mean?
Can blind.
Oh my god. He just spazzed out trying to shoot that thing.
No time. Don't push.
Ooh, don't crouch when you're close, guys.
Wait
No
for
time,
wait
no
for
time.
Don't crouch when you're close like that.
Kill him. Wait for time and killing, bro.
No. He still gets the correct.
Alright, whatever.
Yeah, don't crouch when you're close. All it does is make you an easy target. And you saw how the sky was moving around? You saw how the sky was moving around? How the sky was freaking going, AD, walking around him? He was a sitting duck, and his head was more of his hitbox because he was crouched, while she was very mobile, and her head was less of her hitbox because she was standing still and standing upright. Not standing still, standing upright.
Mid-link. Jet mid-link.
Yes, sage. Oh, what? He's opping on this.
Ooh.
Word.
Carry,
Stay
carry.
Stay. They smoke mid.
One B main. Taking all.
They're pushing B.
Pushing B.
They're not on.
No one.
Wait, what? Wait, they're mid.
Came in.
Ah, he killed the jet. He wasn't even trying to. Ooh, good one tap. Good jiggle piece.
Right side.
That was good counter strafing.
Gen. The 2.2 gen. Oh, Kevin. I have a line.
Unlucky. He would have had to get the ace to win that. Just a heads up to anyone who has ever played this game. You see here on the map. Look, you see here on the map. Our Reyna can still see the enemy Brim and the enemy Sage on the map. That's because the Brim ult doesn't actually count as a smoke. It's just like something that does damage. So you can see enemies through the Brim ult on the map. So use that to your advantage when you're holding an angle that they will walk into. Well, it's very situational, but I've gotten a kill with it. Like, I think like a year ago I got a kill, and I still remember it was on Haven on B site. And I just saw him on the map walk through the Brim ult. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to shoot him, and then I shot him and I killed him and I won the round. So you can see them through it. It's good for getting information through, so it's pretty helpful sometimes. I would just hold this normally. There's no need to jiggle when you're the one who's holding the angle. If somebody else is holding it, yeah, jiggle. But there's no reason to jiggle when you're the one who's already holding it. Otherwise, you give them the chance to be the one for them to peek when you're behind cover, then you peek out to them holding the angle. There's just no reason to. Because jiggle peeking is when you're peeking someone else who's holding an angle. Jet went crazy. Once again, jiggling, you don't need to.
No. Yeah, they're collecting all. They're looking well. There's only one. Wait, two. That's two.
I have ult, you can retake.
They're all broke. Logging here. It's not here. It's a.
Retake. I have ult. Wait.
They won't garden. Pause that. Can you flash? Yeah.
Line. One again.
See, there's some good flashes by their sky. Nothing you could really do there. That was a good good peek and orb grab because the Jet was shooting you from under. Unlucky, looked at the flash at both of them and she runs out. Unlucky.
Get out of my way.
Viper's not good on ascent.
Reyna B.
I don't really know much about Viper, but just the way this Viper played was not good. Sorry, but I keep hitting my headset on the mic. My bad. This looks like the last round.
Nothing happened. They're probably garden.
Main.
Wait, the rest is main. Divine? What?
Defuse,
Oh, Kawa. Two cat.
Ooh, unlucky. Unlucky. I mean, I didn't. What did we talk about? What do they do a lot? They hold a very passive angle like this at the beginning of the round a lot, not really holding anything. And when they do peek, when they are peaked, like now, when they are peaked, when they are peaked, their jet is here on cat, and she's holding the same angle, but Reyna's just holding when they walk out. Nobody's watching top mid. That's very bad. Some flashing issues. Didn't flash a lot when she should have. But, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what we talked about. But I have very bad memory. But I talk about a lot of things, so I mean, I hope you can just go back and check it out. This flashing stuff, you should either choose to either flash or pull out the gun, not change your mind midway. Viper shouldn't wall. How much she did. Viper walled in very weird ways. Like right here, she walls. She puts up the Viper puts up her wall as the Jet or the Sage dies, and then as the KO dies, and now they can't trade because that wall's up. Don't crouch when you're very close to the enemy. That's like, there's no reason to crouch when you're very close to the enemy. Like right here, our Reyna is very crouched. Not very crouched. She's very stable. What's the word? She's standing in one spot, crouched. Her head is a lot of her hitbox, and the Sky's running around, standing up. Her head is not a lot of her hitbox. Don't crouch when you're very close. What? Oh. Well, that's it for this VOD review. If you're watching on Twitch right now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I enjoy doing these. I'm gonna do more. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like the video, comment, follow my Twitch, and join the Discord. Both links in the description. Tell me what you liked about this VOD review. Tell me if I should do more like this. Tell me if you want me to talk less, talk more. Whatever you want. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, and peace.